We are now recording. I am going to share my screen here. All right, so who's here today? Who's in our Zoom meeting? Oh, Jasmine's got an arm waving. Jasmine, can you say hi? I'm here.
Hi.
Hi, Jasmine's here today. Who else is here? Let's see. We've got Jasmine. I'm gonna get my computer to load. I have too many tabs open here. Okay, so Jasmine's here. Haley, are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Haley's here. I saw Mr. Hayden this morning, so I'm going to count him here. He was in his PE class. Hope is here with us. And then I have not heard from Mika. Robert was on this morning. I have not heard from Ahmad.
What time's lunch?
I texted with Mom for Jocelyn this morning, so we'll see. And then Travis is going to go on later. So I don't mark anybody absent unless I don't hear from them. So let's just leave these open until I know. Cool.
So when is your next Zoom?
All right. Okay, I think you guys know what's coming next, a few of you.
Get her up.
I'm gonna get my fill of zoos today.
You are. I was wondering if you've been
But Dan, you haven't been watching him?
Maybe I have.
Maybe. I've got a couple of them. Oh, sorry. That was really loud. Didn't mean to scare you. Okay, let me pull this up a little bit. Why can't I see it? Well, there we go.
See the weather.
All right, guys. Today is the start of the 2020 to 2021 school year. I'm still wrapping my head around that. So what day of the week is it today? Haley, can you answer that one for me?
Monday.
It's Monday. You're right. Bright and early on a Monday morning. Okay, let's make sure you guys can hear that. Monday. There we go. Today is Monday. You're right. All right. I saw you last in June. And then we had July, August, and now it's what, Haley?
September.
Yeah, September.
September.
That's right, September. Is September. Almost October. I know a lot of us are excited for Halloween-y stuff. All right, what date is it today? We're starting school later than we normally do.
What is today?
You guys remember what the date is today?
14.
It's the 14th.
14th.
Yeah, it's the 14th today. Okay. Oh my gosh. Looking outside.
More options.
It looks sort of foggy, or should we do dreary? What's your vote?
I don't have smoky.
No.
We don't have smoky as an option.
Nope, they have stormy, dry, foggy.
We can say dreary.
I think dreary is quite appropriate.
We can't even use typical Oregon
I know.
because that's not typical for Oregon.
I know. Oh, bother.
First time we can't use that one.
I know. Well, and today, so the weather's sort of warm, Sort of cool. What do we think, guys? That's kind of a weird one.
Touch. Cool.
What do you think? Are you guys wearing longer sleeves? I'm wearing short sleeves, but
short
not
sleeves,
everybody is.
so-
I got short sleeves, but wearing pants. It is cooler, so.
Yeah, let's go with cool, just because even though the temperature is supposed to be warm, that doesn't mean it feels that way, right? All right, I want to pop on here to check out the weather real quick. My screen is just too big. Ah! Sorry, playing around with this. Okay, so let's do the hourly first. So see, it is cooler. It's been below 70 today, and then it's going to get up to 75 by 5 p.m. here in Beaverton. So we'll see. Let's get a little glimpse of today's forecast.
Oh, I like her.
All right, Dan approved. Where did she go? Oh, it's going to load right here.
Right there.
There we go.
She ran away.
Touch.
Wait.
She's like a bodybuilder.
And a mixture of fog and also some dense smoke too. Take a look at our air quality here across cities in our region. Portland, Vancouver, down through Salem, all in the hazardous air quality. We've seen that sticking through the weekend too. We have seen some improvements. Seaside, Astoria now in the unhealthy category. Lincoln City though, very unhealthy. And the bulk of these cities again are still at hazardous levels. And even through this week, as we get some stronger winds, a bit of rain to some of those cities out towards the areas that are burning and closer into the foothills there, Salem, and also further east, we'll still stick with a lot of smoke in the air. So relief isn't coming immediately, but we'll see some gradual changes and improvements into our air quality as we move forward here with the help of some winds and
Now
a
it's
little
pretty
bit of
dark,
moisture
friends.
too. Current air quality down the valley, you can see towards Eugene, Salem, still at hazardous levels as well. That smoke is still very thick here in our region. We're also pairing that with fog too. So this morning we are seeing some dense fog in spots out towards Salem, Eugene, also out towards the coast, even in the gorge and central Oregon. So this big area of high pressure over us is causing that inversion, which is trapping the cooler, more moist air at the surface here. That's why we're getting that fog this morning. It'll likely stick through the rest of the morning time, even into our early afternoon. A dense fog advisory until about 2 p.m. today. So take a look outside. This is a mixture of fog and some dense smoke. We're seeing temperatures in the mid-50s right now. Many spots around the Portland metro area are in the low to mid-50s. And looking at our observed temperatures the past 2 weeks, it's pretty noticeable how cool we've been. Our highs only in the mid-60s due to that thick layer of fog that is, or excuse me, smoke that has been blocking out the heat for a daytime high. So we've only hit the mid-60s, and today we'll likely be back in the mid-60s as we move forward, avoiding those 80s and 90s that we just saw about a couple weeks ago. So here's our rainfall futurecast. We have all eyes on a weather system that is working in. By late tonight, we'll start to see some showers out towards the coast and a stronger south-southwest jet, which should help to transport some smoke out of the region here, mainly out towards the coast. But even in Portland, I do see a little bit of improvement in our air quality by late tonight. So here's our futurecast. By this evening, we'll start to see some showers spreading inland here, mainly for the coast. By early Tuesday morning, likely some showers across Portland too, which should help to clean out the air a little bit. So we'll still be dealing with smoke. You will still be able to see it through much of this week, but this rain should help to clear things out as we head into our Tuesday. The unfortunate news is by Wednesday, we do dry up once again, and this smoke model does point to more smoke still working into the region at times this week. That may be Wednesday. So here's our smoke forecast. As you can see, as we move forward, that weather system drags in some cleaner air from the ocean. So today I do see the most improvement in our air quality and that smoke, mainly out for the coast. But even into Portland tonight, we may see some improvements going into our Tuesday. However, by Wednesday, this model does still push that smoke back into the valley and into Portland. So we'll likely be tracking smoke all week long. Those fires still continue to burn. The ones in Marion County and those cities that are out closer to those fires will still keep dense smoke in the region. So we'll have to be very patient and wait for rain events or stronger winds to really push out that smoke over a good period of time. So this week we'll see improvements as we move forward. Today, though, still likely a day with very dense smoke here in Portland and unhealthy air as we head into our afternoon. afternoon. Here's our 7-day forecast highs, going with the mid-60s today in Portland. I do see that dense smoke blocking out the heat once again. Some areas could hit about 70 degrees. We'll be tracking those temperatures and heading into Tuesday morning, finally a chance for some rainfall back in Portland. Carly, I've got a breaking.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So, hoping for some improvement. Here. Sorry. Okay, I have to make this bigger. Sorry. There we go. I can see the arrows now. All right. Haley, can we dress you today?
Yes.
All right.
Bottoms.
All right, Haley. Are you wearing pants or shorts today?
Panties.
Say you're wearing a dress. So
Yeah.
maybe we can do skirt.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Can I try this? I'm gonna put you on remote control, Haley, so you can touch it. Can you touch skirt for me?
Skirt.
Nice. Can you push the arrow next? Nice.
Make
Okay.
a choice.
Oh, hang on. If you touch the, here, let me,
Tops.
there you go. What shirt are you wearing, Haley?
Yes.
Yeah.
Long sleeve.
Do you have a short sleeve and then a sweater? Because I think you can choose whichever one.
No bye.
So click the one you're wearing, Haley.
Tops. Long sleeve shirt.
Awesome. Hey, we're practicing using features. You can click next if you want. Got it? All right, what shoes, Haley? I guess you don't have to be wearing shoes at home, but if you were to go out, what shoes would you wear?
Boots.
Ooh, cute. Good choice, Haley. Okay. Click it one more time, the arrow. There you go. And then if you click hats, you can choose if you want to wear a hat or no hat at all.
Hats. No hat.
No hat today. Nice job clicking.
Hi.
All right. Hi, Jasmine. Okay. All right. Any accessories?
Accessories.
Do you need any of those today?
No. No, Zoe.
No
Yeah.
accessory.
Cool. All right. I'm going to send you to the next page.
Outerwear.
You going to wear a jacket if you need to go outside? Or are you wearing a little sweater?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have, does that have a collar? I get it.
Jean jacket.
Ooh, that's a cute outfit if I've ever seen one. Very cute. Good choice.
Hi.
Hi. There you are, Haley. It's dreary and cool outside, but you're ready. Cute outfit. Adorable. I love it. Okay, I'm going to take back control here for a second. Good job, you guys. Thank you. I wanted to experiment with that a little bit. Very cool. All right, are we ready for a little more news? Get some CNN10, some Carl Azouz. It has been a summer since
Ooh, wow.
we've seen it. I know. Look at this picture, guys. What is that?
I saw
Fire.
Yeah, lots of fires are happening. You're right, Haley.
Don't leave.
Okay, let's see if they talk about it.
She's gonna hit play for you.
Yeah.
See
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Robert. Ready?
Okay, let's meet you again because you're just gonna be loud.
Hi, I'm Carl Mazouz, reporting from a remote location this week because our normal bookshelf spot was all booked up. And to start things off on CNN 10, we're heading out west, where large wildfires have been reported in 12 states. From Alaska to California to New Mexico to Montana, and every state in between, more than 4.5 million acres have burned, according to the National Interagency Fire Center. It says that more than 30,000 firefighters and supporting workers have been deployed to the west to fight the blazes. At least 33 people have died in the region, and officials say dozens more are missing. California seems to be the hardest hit state at this point. It's the site of 24 wildfires, but 12 or more have been reported in each state of Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. These satellite images show you how the cities of Talent and Phoenix, Oregon have been devastated. Longtime viewer Michael Torgeson tells us that thousands have been evacuated in southern Oregon. 500,000 people statewide have been told they may have to evacuate. Like California, Oregon is no stranger to wildfires. The state's governor says they typically destroy 500,000 acres per year, but she adds that more than 1 million acres were lost in this past week alone. And neighboring Washington is struggling with its second worst wildfires in state history, according to its governor. Miles away from the fires themselves, there are problems in the air. Major League Baseball and the National Football League were monitoring air quality yesterday in advance of games played out west. Clean air centers have been opened in parts of California to give relief to people who have nowhere else to go. The problem can be seen as well as felt.
Plumes of smoke in the San Francisco Bay Area, turning the sky orange.
It's like
I
the
used to live
apocalypse
there.
right now. It's like nighttime in the daytime.
Wildfires raging across the west coast generated the smoke and caused.
They're saying it's coming all the way from Oregon, which is hundreds of miles away.
Residents turned on lights, looking into the rusty-colored sky that made it look like nighttime. That happened in my car the other
11:15
day.
in the morning, and it's like the middle of the night almost. So.
Salem, Oregon, experienced similar apocalyptic flows. Our nurse Mindy lives closer. Dozens of wildfires have been ravaging the coast, scorching millions of acres. They've led to the longest stretch of unhealthy air quality alerts on record in the Bay Area.
10-second trivia. Which of these insects has the shortest lifespan? Firefly, honeybee, termite, or cicada?
Any guesses?
Hey, insect has a short. I say.
I might say honeybee. Cicada's definitely not.
Bee? Is it a bee?
I don't know. Okay, are we ready for the answer?
Of these options, the worker honeybee has the shortest lifespan at around 40 days. But what an important 40 days that is. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has credited pollinators, including bees, for playing a role in about 1/3 of our food supply. For decades, bee colonies have been decreasing in America, though they've been growing elsewhere. From the middle of the last century until now, U.S. bee colonies have declined from about 6 million to less than 3 million, but worldwide colonies have increased from less than 50 million to more than 90 million. And those include the one in Ireland we're about to visit, which is using modern technology to help an ancient practice.
It's a centuries-old tradition and not for the faint-hearted.
Getting a little excited now. Don't want anyone to touch their honey.
Regular hive inspections are necessary to see if it's healthy, that the queen is alive, allowing the colony to grow. With up to 50,000 bees in each box, examinations can take several hours and can be labor-intensive.
They're such a magnificent creature. Collectively, these little creatures are so important to the survival of our planet, to economies. I just think that we should be protecting them.
See, the honeybee is not a mere honey producer. 1/3 of all the world's food crop production, like almonds and avocados, depend on pollinators. Pollination from insects, mainly bees, contribute up to $181 billion worth to the agri-food industry annually. But whole colonies are being ravaged by diseases and the use of pesticides and fungicides in farming. Last year in the United States, beekeepers lost 43% of their colonies. The good news, though, is that smart bee technology could be coming to the rescue. High up in the Wicklow Mountains, about an hour south of Dublin in Ireland, Simon Lynch has been part of a testing ground for new emerging smart bee technology over the last 2 years.
And there is our queen.
A small internet-connected sensor has been placed under the roof of the hive, where it measures temperature, humidity, sound, and movement.
We've got beehives here in Ireland, in the UK, in South Africa, over in the USA. And what we've been doing for the last 2 years is collecting data from these beehives, building a giant beehive database.
Irish startup Apis Protect claims that sensors can help reduce losses and improve the health of honeybees worldwide by alerting beekeepers immediately if there's a problem in the hive. The technology allows beekeepers like Simon to remotely monitor their hives so that they can more quickly and more easily check whether there is a problem. It's hoped that this technology will allow commercial beekeepers to upscale their business, ensuring more pollination and more food for a growing global population. See, pollination is one of the most important biological processes on our planet. When bees go out to forage, they collect nectar and pollen to bring back to their colony. As it lands on a flower, a bee gets covered in pollen, a dust-like substance produced by the flower that contains the male reproductive materials. As the bee moves from flower to flower, the pollen falls off, hopefully dusting the female reproductive structure. That fertilizes the plant's reproductive organs, kickstarting the production of seeds and new plants. Beekeeping may be an historic tradition, but smart technology hopes to ensure it has a fruitful future.
From bees to dogs, we're moving up the food chain today. There are records of canines having been used in warfare for thousands of years. And these four-legged helpers recently participated in a military exercise in Nevada. Technically, they're known as Autonomous Unmanned Ground Vehicles, UGVs, but we like to call them robot dogs. They're equipped with a number of sensors and radios, and their mission in this exercise was to scout for threats outside a cargo plane before the human troops came out and were exposed to danger. So they're not attack vehicles, they're information-gathering ones. We don't know the cost, but the electronics network Engadget reported that the company that makes these robot dogs was trying to develop a similar quadruped at a price point of $1,500. If you've ever wondered, how fast do emperor penguins walk? The answer is not very, but they can keep up with people. At least this one did while following a group of expeditioners in Antarctica.
Look at him go. He's like, wait for me.
The researcher who recorded this video told Storyful that every time he talked to the penguin, the animal responded.
So cool.
Keep up, buddy.
Yep.
So that's how they went, having a nice conversation as the penguin slid along on its belly. The Australian Antarctic program says sometimes emperor penguins just want to tag along. Well, why not? He's king. He's having a royally good time, and if the ice sheet is like a red carpet, he should totally win the title for best supporting actor. Okay, we know penguins aren't technically auks, but we can still auk like it for the sake of a really good penguin. I'm Carl Azus. Tok, Alaska is where we wrap up today's show. Shout out to the students of Tok School. That's all for today's edition of CNN.
Japan. Awesome. That was an interesting one. Okay, I'm going to stop share for a second. Hello, Robert's on with us.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Robert. Say
Hi,
hi.
Robert.
Robert, look. Say hi.
He's like, I'm shy. It's okay.
You got a big tiger in your room, Robert.
I
You
know.
got a tiger behind you.
You have a tiger.
Is that your tiger? Yeah.
And stickers on the wall. Super cool.
Oh, awesome. Nice to meet you, Robert.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Excited to have you on. So that's the beginning
Oh.
part of our morning meeting.
That's
always.
what we get.
We'll always do today's weather. We'll always
High
do
schooler.
CNN 10. So after that, we're going to focus this week on leisure skills as part of daily living. So that's something we do when we're hanging out. We can choose what we want to do. And so one of those things may be watching sports. And so this week, the NFL has returned. Football is back. So we're going to read a newspaper article through our curriculum that we've got. So I'm going to share that with you right now. Share screen. Okay, so click out of this.
I know, you're not controlling it, are you? It's okay.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to read this news article today, and then I'll send you a link to the rest of this that we'll keep doing tomorrow as well. All right, the NFL, guys, is 100 this year.
Look.
Isn't that cool? The NFL is 100 years old in 2020. It has its 100th birthday. The NFL is a group of professional football teams. The NFL was started in 1920. It was started in Canton, Ohio. Did anybody know that? Is that news to you, Dan?
No, that is not news to me. I knew that. It's where the Hall of Fame is.
Oh, that
Of course
makes
you
a
would
lot
know
of
that,
sense.
Dan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Canton, Ohio.
Yes. So a man in Canton helped start the NFL. His name was Ralph Hay. Ralph was the owner of a professional football team. Ralph knew owners of other football teams. He invited the owners to a meeting. The meeting was in Canton. The meeting was on September 17th of 1920, 100 years ago, in a couple days. The NFL was started at the meeting. The 100th anniversary of the NFL is September 17th of 2020. NFL fans can celebrate this day in Canton. So NFL fans can visit the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. The Pro Football Hall of Fame is an NFL museum. Fans can see statues of famous NFL football players. And fans can also see NFL uniforms, Super Bowl rings, trophies, and more. NFL fans can visit a new park in Canton. The name of the new park is Centennial Plaza. The word centennial means 100th anniversary. Centennial Plaza honors the 100th anniversary of the NFL. A monument in Centennial Plaza honors NFL football players. All right, the names of NFL football players are on the monument. The monument includes names of every player since 1920. That's a lot. NFL fans can use a new app to learn about the players. The app has information, photos, and videos. September 17th, 2020 is the 100th anniversary of the NFL. The NFL fans can celebrate this day in Canton, Ohio. NFL fans can visit the Pro Hall of Fame and Centennial Plaza. Are you an NFL fan who likes football? I was watching the 49ers, I do have to say.
Stop it.
Oh, what happened yesterday?
We lost.
They lost.
Boo!
Yeah,
Boo!
to the Cardinals. I'm
Yeah.
very happy because my quarterback had a great fantasy day. The Cardinals quarterback shredded your defense.
Mm-hmm. You would want that. Isn't that funny? Okay, so I'm going to save this part for another day, but I want, because we're approaching the 11 o'clock hour, but I wanted to show you, if I can get my, okay, this is my lesson plan, so sorry, you can take a peek, but I wanted to click on this for you. So I will send you this link. Well, don't play it though. So how every team got its name and identity. It's a 30-minute video. So anytime you are able to check it out, it might be fun to watch as a family. But it's a little documentary.
Stop it.
And so I'll send you the link in the chat, and then I'll also send it to you via email. So super cool. Okay, let me stop share here for a minute.
Stop.
All right, friends.
Look. Everybody's saying.
Hey, Robert. Hello. So yeah, super cool. I didn't know the NFL was turning 100. That's fun. Yeah, I actually listened to that documentary yesterday. It was really interesting to hear like what teams used to be named and how they've developed since then. So pretty cool. So I'm going to add this link to the chat so you guys can check out that YouTube video when you get a chance. I also will upload it to YouTube with this video and put it in the description to watch and email it to you. It'll all come to your email at some point. So I'm going to stop recording here.